They left, and for a while, you sat with that, turned it over, asked yourself what you did wrong, wondered if you were too much or not enough, or both. You mourned people who were never really there for you, and here is what nobody said to you in that moment. That was not a loss, that was a filter, and the filter worked. Not every friendship is built on real ground. Some are built on convenience, on proximity, on who you were at a time in your life when you did not know yourself well enough to know what you were settling for. Those friendships have an expiration date, and when they go, when the group chat goes quiet, when the invitations stop, when someone you thought would always be there suddenly is not, it feels like rejection. But rejection and filtering look identical from the outside. The difference is what you find when the noise clears. Here is what fake friendship actually looks like. It is not always betrayal. It is not always drama. Sometimes it is quieter than that. It is the friend who is always available until you actually need something. It is the group that celebrates you as long as you stay exactly where you are, but goes strange and distant the moment you start becoming more. It is the people who know everything about your life but would never notice if you disappeared for 3 days. It is presence without investment, company without care, the feeling of having people around you while being completely alone inside it. That is the kind of lonely that does not show up in a crowd. And that kind of lonely is worse than being by yourself, because at least alone, you know exactly where you stand. You did not lose friends. You lost people who were taking up the space where real ones could stand. You lost the energy you were spending trying to maintain something that only worked when you were convenient to them. You lost the version of yourself that kept getting smaller to fit into rooms that were never built for you. Think about who you were trying to be around those people. Were you fully yourself, or were you a managed version? The parts of you that were acceptable, the opinions that would not cause friction, the ambitions you kept quiet because they made others uncomfortable. The people who left freed you from performing that version, and the people who stayed, or the people who are coming, they are coming for the real one. Stop counting what you lost. Start protecting what you have left. Your time, your energy, your peace, and the version of yourself that is finally getting room to breathe. Real friendship is not loud. It does not require you to perform. It does not disappear when you grow. It does not need you to shrink to make it comfortable. It just stays. Through the silence, through the change, through the seasons where you have nothing impressive to show. That kind of friendship is rare, which means the space you now have is not emptiness. It is room. Room for what is real. Room for who is worth it. Room for the version of you that the right people will actually show up for. The right ones stay. Slow fade, quiet, final. You were not abandoned. You were selected. The ones who left were just the world's way of clearing the room. If you have been sitting with the weight of people who left, put it down. The diary of mistakes is full of people who chose real over comfortable. Come find your people. Link in the bio. Subscribe if this is the content you needed today.